You're listening to Snippets from the Summit with your host, Scott McKay.
How's it going, gentlemen? This is your main man, Scott McKay, coming at you again with another Snippet from the Summit as part of the Mountaintop podcast from X&Y Communications. Today, we're going to talk about fear of women that a lot of guys have, and I'm going to give a whole brand new take on it that I'm sure you've never heard anywhere else. It might feel like tough love at first, but I think if you give me a chance to acquit myself with what I'm going to say, you'll agree with me. A lot of guys have been talking about fear of women for years. We're afraid to approach women. We're afraid we're going to be bothering them. We're even more afraid that they're going to reject us. We're afraid that if we say the wrong thing, they'll get us in trouble somehow, either with the authorities or maybe even getting us arrested. I saw way too many ads during the pickup artist era that seemed to prey upon that fear, telling storylines in the voice of a man who went to, say, the grocery store and just said hello to a woman and now he's speaking to you from jail. Storylines like that. Frankly, I'm not sure what bill of goods they were trying to sell you guys about how to get better with women. But on that note, I think it's time to start talking about getting better with women indeed, instead of being afraid of them. I think it goes without saying that once you stop being afraid of women, you're going to be better with women almost immediately. Because, gentlemen, as I've said around here before, women don't understand why you would be afraid of them. In their mind, they're just a girl. What do you have to be so scared of? You're a man. You're bigger. You're stronger. You're supposed to lead, especially if there ever was to be a romantic relationship between you and her. So, yes, in a very real way, you have to quell your fears of how a woman is going to receive you, what she's going to do in response to you simply saying hello to her, and realize that for every bad story you hear about a guy who blew it, and yes, in most cases the guy did blow it, there are 1,000,001 stories about men and women who had a meet cute just today. Don't believe everything you read in the press. Women still want to meet men. They still want you to approach them. She's not afraid of you meeting her, especially if you act civil and keep your distance and act like a real human being and show her some respect. So why on earth are we as men afraid to talk to women, afraid to meet women, afraid to show sexual interest to a heterosexual woman when she's already flirting with us and telling her she likes us? Well, here comes that twist that I promised you. I think for a lot of us as men, it's not so much that we're afraid of women, we're afraid of ourselves. Yes, I told you this was going to feel like tough love. And gentlemen, listen, I've got your back here. This is the message I needed to hear 25 years ago. And it's the message that no one else is going to deliver to you but me here in the year 2025. You see, when we doubt ourselves, when we doubt our worth as men, when we doubt the power of our masculine presence, then we doubt how a woman's going to receive us. We doubt our potency as men. We doubt our worth as humans. Heck, you may even be so afraid of your own shadow that you're afraid you'll act reasonably and she'll somehow react negatively, just like those old scripts, the ones from the pickup artist era that would prey upon our fears, right? And that's when we shy away from talking to women. Most guys are playing it safe, holding back. They're afraid of messing up and having that shame reflected back at them by the woman. Now, sure, we can blame it all on this idea that, hey, she probably would have rejected me. She probably has a boyfriend. She wouldn't have been interested, but it's all excuses. Excuses are fear-based. Excuses are for losers. What winners do is they step up, they do what they've got to do because they want to do it and they know what's best for them. And gentlemen, what's best for us is to interact with women as men of character, men who respect women, and watch how women react and expect the best instead of fearing the worst. Guys, it isn't so much that we're afraid of women, is it? We're afraid of what we're going to say. We're afraid we're going to mess up. We're afraid of ourselves. And unless and until we get out of our own shadow and go do what we were meant to do, which is meet women, attract them, ask them out, and build relationships with them, nothing's going to change. You can read all the pickup books you want. You can watch all the YouTube videos you want. But until the status quo is flipped, and we start realizing it's our birthright as men to be the ones women want, and we start trusting ourselves to be that man, nothing's ever going to change. Nothing will change until we flip that script. And like I said, this is going to be tough love for a lot of guys, but you know what? If I didn't tell you what you needed to hear, I wouldn't be doing my job. And I'm raising my hand. I'm the guy who needed to hear this 25 years ago. And once I figured it out, I was off to the races. And if I can do it, so can you. Want to talk about this or anything else? Scott at mountaintoppodcast.com. Be good out there.
As always, visit mountaintoppodcast.com for more.